Let's get started, my loves, with another step-by-step tutorial. Another amazing recipe on how to make jar soap that can be used right away. Once it's made, it's ready to use. But I ask you, if you're new to the channel and don't know it yet, if you haven't subscribed yet, I ask you to subscribe and activate the notification bell because our channel posts new videos every day. This channel also has a membership benefit. Folks become a member and you'll discover there are 3 perks. Now, with the new Super Thanks feature, click on Super Thanks to help support our Homemade Tips channel. All right, and now for the news, the channel's little shop. If you're watching the live, just open the tab below. There's the channel shop. There you can find MVM molds, supplies, and essences, and the channel's t-shirts. And we're getting ready to add even more products for you, so you can watch the channel's videos and do some shopping, folks. You'll be able to buy the ingredients we use here in the channel's recipes. You'll be able to recreate the recipe. It's the channel's original recipe. It's going to be great, right? So come along with me, but now let's get to the step-by-step. In this little pitcher with cold water, that's where we're starting the recipe. I dissolved it. I added 300 milliliters of cold water and 150 grams of caustic soda, 96 to 99%. I let it dissolve. The gases dissipated. And I left it here in the water to cool down. For this recipe we're making now, the lye has to be cold. It can't be added while hot, okay? So that's what you'll need to do. A lot of people will say, Vanya, my lye is liquid. If your lye is liquid, you won't need the water. You'll add the liquid lye directly in the second step we're about to do. I'm going to take this away now. Another thing I want to show you all. What are we going to use? A soap in a jar, which you can use to wash dishes and it will make them shine. And for laundry too. A lot of people don't have fragrance. If you saw, I showed you the peels of an orange. I had crafted that tangerine orange. I chopped it up randomly because I didn't want to break it all apart. Because I'm going to use this in another recipe. And I want it to be used this way. Look everyone, it smells amazing in here. And this part that I strained, I'm going to count it as about 3 tablespoons. Here it is, from the peel that I set out to dry. Put in the sun, sift it really full so we can scent our soap in a jar. Look how wonderful that is. This one will go into another recipe. I'm going to set it aside. So here we already have our homemade essence for those of you who don't have any, right? Let's get our bowl in position. But before we start here, we're going to make a syrup. I'm going to put the kettle here inside the bowl. You can use any small pot you have, okay? And since I have the kettle, inside the kettle, I have 700 milliliters of cold water. Just leave it there. In here, I'm going to take a little bit so we can make our syrup. And here I have 800 grams of sugar. This syrup is what's going to make our soap have a neutral pH. Let's pour it into the little jug. Look. Our little kettle. Jug, kettle. I'm pouring it in carefully. Let me close its spout. This syrup, guys, we're going to stir it. We're going to add it. Look. And now I'm going to bring this mixture to a gentle boil. Here, I currently have precisely 1 liter and an additional 100 milliliters of rich beef tallow. It is perfectly warm enough and at the ideal temperature to begin using. It's simply warm water. You see, the little jug is comfortably situated in here. It is indeed warm, right? Not a single drop was left. This is gas station alcohol, okay? I have 800 milliliters of alcohol, ethanol. If it's from the supermarket, it should be 70% or higher, which is alcohol, ethanol. And we already have this recipe on the channel. It's an old recipe, but it's a really good one. And now we're making it in a jar. For those individuals who genuinely don't possess a mold or any similar equipment, and who truly desire to meticulously craft these items for the purpose of selling them. And now I'm carefully going to add the lye, just observe. Once that particular step is completely done, The lye itself is thoroughly cold. And as I have already clearly demonstrated to you, please stir it very well and thoroughly. Let's add it in all at once without any interruption or stopping whatsoever. And now let's begin to mix it completely. Let's turn the mixture on again. It's reached the right point. Oh, help! What's the right point? Now we're going to add the syrup. Bring it in while it's boiling. The syrup is boiling. See the consistency it needs to be when you add it here. Now let's add our fragrance. And when it precisely reaches the designated candle point, you gently lift it up and it securely holds its position, and then everything truly comes together harmoniously. And now we're going to use the dispenser. The teacher is by your side, and start filling the 250-gram jars. See here, look closely. Right here are the molds. These are specifically the 250-gram jars. And now we're going to carefully observe and see exactly how many of these wonderful items we can successfully produce and prepare. Now, with this step completed, I can comfortably and carefully take off the glovelets, count them out one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's important to note that the molds from MVM Dicas Caseras, which are also being used here, are precisely the same size, also designed for 250 grams. So you can clearly see it's the exact same consistent amount as what is contained within this particular jar right here, ensuring uniformity. So here, 500 grams, 1 kilogram, 1.5 kilograms, 2 kilograms, 2 kilograms, and 750 of soap in the jar. I recommend selling it after 3 days. You should leave the jar open for 3 days. If you want to sell it in the jar, you can. And if you want to sell it outside the jar, you'll unmold it after 24 hours, let it dry for 3 days, and then wrap it in plastic. But I'll be back tomorrow so we can unmold it together here. My loves, I'm back with you, right? After 2 days of our soap in the jar, I could have come back after 24 hours, but I didn't. Because the little ones arrived here, it was my birthday, and I was with my granddaughters. Okay, my loves? So there was no way to come back after 24 hours, and now I'm back, right? After 48 hours, our soap in the jar is wonderful, already ready to use, right? And if you're gonna sell it, if you're gonna unmold it, after 3 days, if it's staying in the jar, look how beautiful it can be sold right away. Look how beautiful it is, guys. Here, the fruit peels, right? They sank to the bottom. Look how beautiful it is. Here in the little mold, I've already loosened the sides a bit here. Look, the peels sank to the bottom. Look at this. See how beautiful it turns out. Here's a smaller jar. I loosened it up a bit here too, look. Like I told you, the peel sinks to the bottom. Look how beautiful it is, guys. Here, the edges broke a little, but that's no problem. A dry steel wool pad, see? Here, guys, because here we're gonna wash it. Since it's morning, I just made some coffee. I'm not very good at scrubbing, honestly, but there's a lot of scrubbing to do here for me, guys. Let's use it. Look at this. How wonderful. Let's wet the steel wool. That's what everyone wants, right? People say, hey, I want a hard soap in a jar. If you're joining in later, guys, leave a like. If you're here, give it a like. Look. Look at this. I know you want to see if it's hard or not. And look at this here. Just observe closely. Look, look. I am meticulously removing the stubborn sugar that has become firmly stuck here. A persistent residue. You see, my husband's coffee is truly and remarkably sticky, leaving behind a very noticeable and challenging mess. It's quite a task to clean, as the sugary remnants adhere so tenaciously to the surface. And also, since I have just recently shaved, I am now smelling incredibly good, an absolutely delightful and refreshing aroma. You genuinely wouldn't believe the wonderfully vibrant and uplifting scent of fresh, zesty orange and sweet, juicy tangerine that is emanating from me. It's a truly invigorating and pleasant fragrance that fills the air around me, making me feel so clean and refreshed after the shave. The combination of these citrus notes is simply exquisite and very long lasting, providing a continuous burst of natural freshness. Now, people, it's nothing, there's no sand here for me. It's just my husband, he puts on the product and washes it, right? Guys, right here, if you didn't use it, just gently wipe it clean with a soft, absorbent cloth, ensuring all residues removed. Simply wipe it thoroughly, and that's it. The task is completely done. Utilize a cloth with a specially designed tip for precision cleaning. Regarding the weight, each individual item can weigh approximately 250 grams. But it's important to note that the overall recipe itself is quite substantial and heavy, indicating a significant quantity or density of ingredients. And here, 303 grams, that's what this one is showing. But what do you mean, the container? But it's according to the recipe, you see. The container is 250 milliliters, but the recipe, guys, is heavy. Look, this one is 312 grams. Like I told you, it's filled right to the top and the recipe is heavy. There's no other way. This one came out lighter. It's not here. Look. We are looking at precisely 297.3 kilograms and an additional 342 grams. Everyone, please take a moment to observe this remarkable handwriting, which originates from Expo. Consequently, this process successfully yielded a total of 3.342 kilograms of soap, which was then contained within the designated container. Isn't that enough to make some money? So it has to be 6 rays. Okay? It can't be less than that. There you go. Isn't that right? So you really can make some money, huh, guys? Guys, I wanted to tell you all something about the booklets from the Vanya Dikas Caseras channel. The channel has 4 booklets. They are digital booklets in PDF format, which we send to you either by email or WhatsApp. Okay? This is the channel's very first booklet, guys. It comes with 10 grid recipes. And it has recipes for both liquid and bar soap. Okay? In the first booklet, the channel's second booklet is made without lye with 20 different recipes. The third one is also without lye and it has 20 unique and varied recipes. And the fourth booklet is only about bar soap. Okay? If you'd like to purchase any of the booklets, I'll leave the sales WhatsApp number for you. Go to the sales WhatsApp and get the Vanya Dikas Caseras booklets, okay? So you can make them and earn an income. And there's one. One of these booklets has a lot of paste recipes, you know? Lots of things for you to sell and make a ton of money, all right, my dears? Like, share, and comment, okay? Leave lots of comments, guys, if you like the recipe and you're going to make it to sell or for your own household savings. All right, my dears?